Presenting the Bachelors Group.
Volleyball is a team sport in which two teams of 6 players are separated by a net. Each team tries to score points by grounding a ball on the other team's court under organized rules. It has been a part of the official program of the Summer Olympic Games since Tokyo in 1964. An underhand serve is a type of serve in which the player holds the ball in one hand, swings the other in an arc motion below the waist, and strikes the ball from the bottom with a fist to put it in a plate. Instead, the server holds onto the ball and strikes it below their waist with a closed fist. Passing. Definition of volleyball forearm pass. The player performs a pass when he or she hits the ball around the torso level, with forearms on the straightened arms. The player moves arms and attached under the approaching ball, stops and takes a well-balanced and low passing position. Setting is the second step of passing, and it can be done to either dump the ball over into undefended spot or to set the ball into a position that allows the hitter to spike it over. The perfect set is a high ball, just inches from the net. Volleyball spiking is the act of scoring a point by slamming the ball over the net into the opposing court effectively and aggressively. In many ways, the mechanism of volleyball spiking is not altogether different from the act of slam dunking in the sport of basketball or smashing in the sport of tennis. Volleyball blocking is defined as deflecting the ball coming from your opponent's attack hit. Blocking is a skill in volleyball used to prevent the opponent from a successful attack hit. A block technique is used to deflect the ball coming from an attacker. An overhand serve in volleyball is a serve in which the player tosses the ball with one hand and strikes it in the air, above their head with the other hand. Overhand serving is more advanced than underhand, but does not mean it's impossible. You won't master the serve right away, so be patient.
Arnis is an indigenous martial arts sport that originated from the Philippines. Arnis was designed as a self-defense system for an injury-free training method as well as effective self-defense system. Competitive arnis generally takes one of two forms: the performance-based Anya model or the combative Leban. Anya competitions are judged on the basis of the overall choreography of the performances, including the gracefulness, strength, and force employed. Term in this set, there are 7. Arnis, grip, handa, bugay, handa sa paglaban or fighting stance, forward stance, and backward stance. The fundamental skills in arnis are striking and blocking.
Badminton is a racket sport played using rackets to hit a shuttlecock across a net. Although it may be played with a larger teams, the most common forms of the games are singles and doubles. The thumb grip is like the backhand version of the panhandle grip. It's mainly used for backhands where the shuttle is in front of you. The V grip is used to play strokes on the forehand side where the shuttle is level with the player. The thumb and first finger of the hand create a V shape on the racket handle. The backhand grip, also known as the thumb grip, is similar to the forehand grip, except the complete bottom of the thumb is in contact with the third level and the index finger is lowered down to a position below the thumb. Grip is known as panhandle as it is similar to holding a frying pan. The panhandle grip is used specifically for the forehand net kill. It allows you to negotiate the shuttle when it is a little above and very close to the net. Place your racket flat on the ground.
Today, I'm going to discuss the 4 basic skills in playing darts. But before that, what is darts? Darts, it is a sports and target game in which 2 or more players throw missiles, also known as darts, at the circular target and also known as dartboard. In playing darts, you will learn focus and confidence. Now, let us know the equipment used in playing darts and their parts. Dartboard is a round playing board with ring and number of various value for scoring. Parts of dartboard: single ring, 1 times the number, largest portion of the board itself, made up of black and white spaces on the board that commonly hit. Double ring, 2 times the number. This is a ring of spots for numbers alternating red and green. Triple ring, 3 times the number. Middle ring in the board alternating the color red and green. Bullseye, circular space center of the board made up of green outer ring, 25 points, and red inner ring made up of 50 points. Parts of dart: tip, barrel, shaft, and flight. Now that we know the equipment used in playing darts, let's get started for the skills in playing darts. The first skills in playing darts is throwing stance position. Stand with your feet hip width apart behind the throw line. Face the dart sideways with your dominant foot forward. Turn your front foot toward the center of the dartboard. Maintain straight shoulder and hips. Second skills: gripping the dart. Hold the barrel of the dart at least 3 fingers. Keep your grip stable but not too firm. Third skills: aiming the dart. Raise the dart to eye level. Tilt the tip of the dart slightly upward. Align the tip of the dart with your target on the board. Use your dominant eye to help you aim. Fourth skills: throwing or releasing the dart. Throw the dart with your hand and rest. Snap your wrist as you release the dart. Follow through at the end of the throw.
Good day, Easternians. So today, I'm gonna give you a quick trivia about Taekwondo. So Taekwondo is one of the most systematic and scientific Korean traditional martial arts that teaches modern physical fighting skills. It is a discipline that shows ways of enhancing our spirit and life through training our body and mind. So in Taekwondo, there are 3 basic skills of punching in Taekwondo. So first is single punch. Second is double punch, and third is triple punch.
Basketball, a game played by 2 teams of 5 players in which goal is to score by throwing the ball as knitted hoop fixed above the end of the court. There are 5 skills in basketball. First is running. In a full court game, you will find yourself running back and forth as the game quickly transitions between offense and defense. Dribbling, players uses one hand to continuously bounce the ball, that is without interruptions on the court. Passing, an intentional transfer of the ball from one player to the another at the same team. Jumping, it is involved in offense during the jump ball in the beginning, while taking shots and sometimes while trying to catch a pass. Shooting, require properly to throw the ball into the air towards the basket while avoiding the defender.
Archery. Archery involves using a bow to shoot arrows in the stationary target. There are 10 concentric circles that represent different tracks on the circle disc used to the target. The bowstring will be stretched and placing the back of an arrow initializing, then put into force and throws it toward the target. In scoring, the yellow ring on the board, you can score either 9 or 10 points. In a white ring, you can score either 1 or 2 points. In the red ring, you can score either 7 or 8 points. In the blue ring, you can get either 5 or 6 points, while in the black ring gets you 3 or 4 points. Now, let's talk about the basic archery rules. Number 1, it's not permissible in the range to shoot arrows in the air. It may hurt someone. Number 2, Make sure you can never use cracked arrows. Number 3. It is not permissible to use arrows that is too short for your draw leg. Number 4. Do not raise your bow arm until the signal is not given. Number 5. Maximum time that is allowed for you to shoot and for 3 arrows is 2 minutes and 4 minutes and with 6 arrows. Number 6. Arrow cannot be reshoot under any circumstances. Number 7. You will be disqualified or have points deducted or banned from the competition if you disobey the rules.
The basic table tennis skills you need to know. First things first, stance and footwork. Feet. Your feet should be wide, about 1.5 or more shoulder width apart so that you can quickly move side to side. Keep your non-dominant foot slightly ahead of the other. For the right-handed people, this means keeping your left foot slightly closer to the table. For left-handed people, it's the opposite. Ankles and knees. Your knees and ankles slightly bent and flexible with your weight forward on your toes. This keeps your body ready to move forward or backward as needed. Back and shoulder. Keep your upper body slightly bent at the waist. With the bent ankle, knees, and waist, your shoulder forward, your whole body is in a slightly crouched position, ready to spring into action. Arms. Your arms should be in front of your body, with your elbow and paddle in front. When to paddle, the exact position of your hand and arms as you stance depends on your grip or how you hold the bat. There are 2 basic grips in table tennis, the shake hand grip and the pin hold grip. Now I'll be explaining the 4 basic table tennis strokes. First is the forehand drive. The forehand drive is the most basic and fundamental ping-pong stroke. It returns aggressive attacking strokes and lands your ball close to the opponent's baseline or sideline. Now the second one is the backhand drive. The backhand drive is the mirror of the forehand drive, intended to return attacking shots and land the ball at the opponent's baseline. Now the third one is the backhand push. The backhand push returns short balls and prevents your opponent from making an attacking return. As with the backhand drive, your body should be positioned in line with the ball rather than reaching to the side with your. Now the fourth one is the forehand push. The forehand push is also designed for returning ball short and preventing attacking shots. Like the forehand drive, you stance with the opponent's foot slightly back and rotate the upper body to accentuate the motion of the pass. Now the fourth is the serving. A table tennis serve is the basic and final and it's a crucial skill since the serve is the only time you have complete control of the ball in the game. There are a number of different types of serves, each with different pros and cons, but the basic remains the same.